Is this my seasonal depression? Like, hold on a second.
Hi besties. Today is going to be a very short video. I just really wanted to come on here and give a message that came to me while I was feeling a little bit down last week. I started to think, right, like, is this my seasonal depression? Like, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Because I did not want to get out of bed. I did not want to take a shower. I didn't feel like it. I didn't want to do anything, but I wanted to drink. I wanted to take a gummy, I wanted to, yeah. So I was like, why am I trying to escape, And one thing about me is I'm a very self-aware person, okay? Like, I know when something is going on with my body. I know when something is going on with my mental. I know when I'm feeling off, and I know how to tip the scales to kind of balance myself. That's something that I'm pretty good at. So I had to like really think kind of hard, like, is this my seasonal depression kind of hitting, right? And I don't think that it was. I get seasonal depression usually around this time, right after my birthday, right? My birthday is like the climax of the year. And then right after my birthday, I'll start to feel depressed or kind of just like useless, to be completely honest with you. And this is gonna be a trigger warning kind of video. So hey guys, if you are super sensitive to this topic, may not be the video for you right now, but maybe in the future it will be, okay? But yeah, besties, so I started feeling like, what is this? What's going on? Okay, so my cycle is coming, and sometimes my cycle I can feel like super emotional. But the thing with seasonal depression, my symptoms personally, right? And it's important to know your symptoms when your depression starts to kind of like peek back through. Because remember, for me personally, right, depression never really left, but I learned how to manage it. And that's the important part, is learning how to manage your depression, because it may not leave. You may not be fully healed, right? There's gonna be things that triggers it. There's gonna be, times of the year where it's not your blooming season, and I'm gonna talk about that. But it's important to know, it's important for one, to be able to recognize it, for two, to be able to find solutions, because one thing about depression hates solutions. It hates for you to figure out what to do about it, okay? Depression wants you to dwell. It wants you to be upset for months. It wants you to cry for months, okay? It does not like solutions. So the best thing is to be self-aware, to find a solution, and to act on it, okay? And then four, to be consistent. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go outside and ground myself for one day, right? You want to keep doing it until you start to feel better, okay? So I started to feel like that last week. I didn't want to shower. That's one of my symptoms. Not wanting to get up and shower, not caring about my hygiene. Not saying that I was, not too much. Not saying that I was dirty or stank or anything. It was like for 2 days, I was just like, oh, I don't feel like it. Like, and I was like, why don't I feel like showering? And my girlfriend, she brought it to my attention. She was like, like, I've seen this before, and I wanted to drink more. I was drinking a lot, and that's another symptom. I want to escape. I want to escape my mind. I want to escape my feelings. So I'll pick up bad habits. I'll become more emotional, very sensitive about everything, which I also do on my cycle too. So that was like, this could be either or, right? I also don't want to shower. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't want to clean anything. I eat horribly, or I don't eat at all. So those are my symptoms. I don't know. I'm a summer baby, y'all. I'm a Leo. I'm sunshine. Hey, I love the sun. And when the sun kind of goes away and it gets gloomy outside, or when it gets winter, it starts getting cold, I start feeling like, oh my God. What is going on? Like, winter is just not, fall, winter is just not my seasons. It's full of change for me. My body, my mind, everything kind of goes through this like transformational period. So what I've learned, okay, what I've learned, and these are my tips of what you can do to manage your depression. Not just seasonal depression. My depression is seasonal. Some people's depression isn't seasonal. Sometimes it's all year round. Sometimes it's all the time. And sometimes it's like maybe once every 3 years. But remember, even if it's once every 3 years, it is still depression, okay? And I am not a mental health professional, but like I told y'all, I learned from experience, okay? This is what I know from what I went through personally, and experience is the best teacher, amen. So, my first tip, become self-aware. Ask yourself the questions, okay? Why am I feeling like this? Especially because we know depression is out of nowhere, right? It's out of nowhere. It's not, you don't get much of a warning. It's not, oh, I'm depressed because, you know, someone in my family may have passed, or I'm depressed because I went through a heartbreak. Those are healing, okay? That's a healing feeling. It's not depression. It can maybe trigger your depression, but one thing happening, you feel sad for a while and then you move on. That's not what I would call depression. So be mindful of, how am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? If you can't find a reason, you can't find, you can't pinpoint a reason, it smells like depression, okay? So first thing is becoming self-aware, knowing like, something is changing with my mind, with my body, okay? 2, you're gonna wanna get outside. When you're depressed, you're gonna wanna stay inside. You're not gonna wanna talk to anyone. You're gonna wanna be in the house. You guys, being inside when you're depressed is literally the worst thing you could do. When you're inside all day long, these 4 walls feel like a jail cell. They feel like they're closing in on you. You need air to breathe. There's so much space outside to think, okay? There's more room to think outside. Go outside. Even if you're just sitting on your porch, your balcony, even if you're just sitting by a window and the window is up, get some sun, okay? Even if you have to stay in the house, right? Maybe you work from home or something like that, or you're a stay-at-home mom and your kids, if you have a lot of kids, put your windows up. Let the sun in, okay? Even during the winter, okay? Put your windows up. Let the light in. Don't just leave it dark. Blackout curtains are a no-no when you're depressed or when you have depression, okay? You want to make sure that you're letting in sunlight. You want to make sure that you're getting light, okay? You're getting outside, connecting with nature. Maybe if you can't do any of those things, right? I highly doubt it. But if you can't do any of those things, get in the bath. Okay, connect with the elements. When I say connect with nature, I mean connect with the elements: fire, water, air, earth. Okay, if you have some crystals near you, like, snuggle with your crystals. Maybe you like flowers. Get some flowers in your home. Believe it or not, flowers have energy, and that helps. Get a plant, okay? Something that represents nature, the earth. If you have a pet, okay, being around your pet is also very healing. Being around animals, that is nature, okay? So your pet, especially if most of our pets are emotional support pets, even if they're not like professionally named emotional support pets, we all know that our pets are they're very emotionally supportive. So cuddle with your pet, okay? 9 times out of 10, your pet knows that something is going on with you anyways, okay? Find things that make you happy, okay? You want to find things that make you happy. And when I say that, I mean like, what hobbies do you like to do? Do you like to draw? Okay, are you creative in any way? What kind of creative habits do you have? What brings you joy? Is it music? Turn on some music. Dance in your living room. Do something to get that energy moving through your body, okay? You don't want to just lay in the bed. You don't want to become a couch potato. You don't want to become you don't want to be in the bed all day, sitting on the couch all day, okay? You don't want to do that. You want to get up, move your body, move the energy in your body, okay? It will help so much. Dance to your favorite song, even if it's a song you liked when you were a kid, okay? And I'm going to throw another one in there. Watch Disney Channel. Have you guys ever turned on or Nickelodeon, whatever you watched as a kid, okay? Whatever show you watch as a kid, I'm pretty sure you can find it on some streaming platform somewhere, okay? Play that. It will awaken your inner child. You'll remember when you were happy and innocent, okay? That will help with your depression. It will remind you that there was a time in your life when things were not so gloomy, okay? It will remind you of that childlike joy that you still have inside of you, okay, that you may not be feeling at the moment. It will help bring that out. It will help signal those feelings, okay, from when you were a kid and you were watching TV with a bowl of cereal in the morning on a Saturday, happy just to be here, okay, ready to go outside with your friends in about 2 hours when they wake up, okay? That's the kind of like vibes that you'll get from going to watch your favorite TV show as a kid. Okay, so those are some things too. Find things that make you happy. If you like to be outside, if you like to go hiking, okay, do something to try to make yourself feel better. That's very important. You have to try to make yourself feel better, okay? You're going to have to put in effort because depression wants you to lay there. It wants you to think about all the things that are going wrong, okay? All the things that you don't have anymore, all the people you don't have anymore, what you don't do anymore. But you have to try to trick your brain. You have to try to better yourself, okay? Because I want to say too, depression is a signal to your mind, to your body, that you need more. You need more outside time. You need more time doing things you love. You need more times to do self-care. And that brings me to my next tip. Self-care. If you're a girly, go out and get your nails done. If you don't have money to get your nails done, buy some nail polish. Do your own nails, whatever color you want. Express yourself through your nails. Do your hair a certain way. Get really cute, okay? If you're a guy, get a haircut, okay? Shape your beard up. Take a nice, long, hot shower. Okay, go to the gym, do some push-ups, do 10 push-ups real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something to make you feel good about yourself. Like, when you look in the mirror, you feel good about yourself, your appearance, because what reflects on the inside will reflect on the outside. So you want to make sure that your outside is beautiful, because eventually it will trick your brain, right? And your confidence is going to start to shoot up. And what happens also when you're depressed, your depression is linked directly to your solar plexus chakra. And I'll do another video about chakras and how to balance them, because I've gotten pretty good at that. Okay, so your depression is directly linked to your solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra talks about your self-worth. A lot of times when we're depressed, our self-worth is kind of plummeting, right? It talks about your confidence, how much you love yourself. Okay, your self-esteem. So for me, depression is directly linked to your solar plexus. You need to do something to make yourself feel confident again. What is something that you're good at? Do something that you're good at. It will boost your confidence, okay? So that's another tip. One thing I will literally stand beside when you are depressed, it may not even be you. It may be your environment. Is your house clean? Okay? There's energy, stuck energy that will sit in your home if you have a bunch of mess around, if you have a lot of dishes in the sink, okay, that can create stuck, stagnant energy, and it will start to affect your energy, okay, which can trigger depression. So you need to clean your home, wash your clothes, start cleaning around your house, start tending to your home, and put the windows up. Oh my Lord, guys. Put the windows up. Let that let that stank depressive air out of your house, okay? If you have not put your windows up in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, it's time to let that energy out of your home, okay? Clean your home. Spray your home with some smell good, okay? If you want to get real spiritual, spray it with some protection spray, some cleansing spray. Okay, you want to also make sure that you're cleaning your child's room. Okay, make sure that your child's room is clean, because a lot of times our kids' room can get so messy and it can cause so much stuck energy in there, and it can cause more tantrums. Okay, they're not in a clean clear environment, and it can cause their energy to be off. And y'all know, once our kids start to acting up, their environment starts to, pile up, and their energy is off, your energy is definitely going to be thrown off, because a lot of times our kids can direct how our day is going to go. So make sure that their area is clean, your area is clean, the house is clean, your bathroom is clean, where you clean yourself, where you do your hygiene. You want to make sure your area is clean, so that way you can think clearly. You know, you can't think in a messy home. So tend to your home. Okay, I know when you're depressed, it's kind of hard. I know for me too. I don't like to clean when I'm sad. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get out the bed. But you have to force yourself because it is to better you. Okay, you have to think of the bigger picture, even when you're depressed. Even if it takes you a day, you want a day to sit on the couch. All right, take your day, maybe two, but you don't want to spend that many days or even a week in that funk. Okay, because remember, your time is currency, your energy is currency. Okay, so spend it wisely. This is the lesson that I have today. And I'm gonna use trees because I love trees. I've been obsessed with them recently. They're beautiful and they're so strong and stable, and they continue to bloom in their season. And even when it's not their season, they're still standing tall. And it's something that I think is very admirable. I'm looking outside because I can see a lot of trees when I look outside. And I learned, you know, how I was thinking one day, how does trees still stay alive during the wintertime? You know, when their leaves fall off and they're not being watered as much and, you know, they're not getting as much sunlight. How do they still stand tall? And what I learned was such a lesson for me, and it sparked something in me like, oh wow, we as people need to do this. And I learned that when it's wintertime, trees send all of their nutrients to their roots. Okay, to their roots. What keeps the tree stable. Okay, it sends all of their nutrients to their roots so that they can still thrive when it's not their blooming season. So they take care of themselves. You know, they go inward. And I feel like humans need to do the same thing. Depression is a signal that you need to go inward. Okay, it's your winter season, as winter is for the trees. And I am such like a tree, y'all. I resonate so well because in the winter, it's not my season either. And I know this. So in the winter, I know, okay, after my birthday, like around September, usually is when it kind of starts. I'm going to have to do more for myself. My body is going to call me to do more. I'm going to have to eat a lot better than I usually do. I'm going to have to take care of myself, talk more nice to myself, because that's another thing with depression, you guys. Okay, we can say some mean things. We can think some mean things about ourselves. And you want to really amp up your positive affirmations at that time. You know, you really want to tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy of love, I deserve good things. You know, you really want to tell yourself that in your season that you don't bloom. So I'll say in your dry season. Okay, and winter is my dry season. So like the trees, I'm gonna have to take more care of myself. It's gonna call for shadow work, right? Because remember, depression is the signal. Once you get that signal, it's like, oh, I'm feeling worthless. I'm feeling like I don't matter. It's time for me to do more shadow work. Okay? It's time for me to work through my feelings. It's time for me to honor my feelings. If I need to cry, I need to allow myself to do that. Maybe I need to journal more. You know, maybe you like to write. I need to journal more. Okay? And journaling is one of my other tips. Y'all know I have ADHD. I'm gonna skip the tips at some point. But journaling is another tip. Write down how you're feeling. Get it out of your system. Don't just sit there and constantly think about it and think about it and think about it and let it replay in your head. Get it out. Even if you have to talk to yourself outside, in the car. I love talking to myself in the car. I just feel like I'm in my own little world in there. And yeah, you may need to do that, you know, like talk to yourself. You know, maybe you need to talk through your feelings, okay? But you need to get it out of your system. That's why I was telling you to dance. Maybe you need to move your body around, okay? You may need to dance it out of your system. Do something to where you're expressing yourself. Expressing yourself is so important for depression, okay? Cry if you need to cry. Maybe you need, hi Shadow, my cat. She always, whenever I record, my cat, and I also named her Shadow, by the way. She is my shadow. She is my shadow. She reminds me to take care of my shadow too. But her name is Shadow Star. But yeah, you want to make sure that you're going inward, that you're taking care of your roots, okay? That you're going deeper than surface level. Okay, we're not just going to be getting our hair done. You know, you're not just going to get your hair done. You're not just going to get your nails done. You're also going to take care of the inside as well. Okay, you're going to tell yourself, I love myself. Look in the mirror and talk directly to yourself. Okay, because this is what we're doing. We're reflecting a lot during our depression season, during our dry season. You want to reflect. So we're going to look at ourselves in the mirror. We're going to say, I love myself. I love who I am. I love who I've become. All of the versions of myself carried me to who I am today. Okay? You're going to want to really talk to yourself nicely during that time, because you're going to need that. You don't want to search for that elsewhere. You don't want to depend on other people to tell you, because you'll be disappointed every time. You got to do it for yourself. You have to do it to yourself. And I promise you guys, if you listen to this video, even if you have to watch it more than one time, maybe it's not hitting for you right now because you're in your blooming season, and I love that for you. But if you're not in your blooming season, I really hope that you listen to this video and really take heed to what I'm saying. Okay, it works. I know from experience. I tried all of these things and it works. Another thing that I want to tell you guys to try and do that works so well for me is to create a gratitude list. Okay, a gratitude list will keep you grounded in gratitude. You will be so thankful, like, wow, I do actually have good things going on in my life. You want to make a list. I like to keep going until I'm out of things to say. Okay, but you can make your list however long or however short you would like, and you just write down things that make you happy. I'm grateful to be able to breathe. I'm grateful that I have all of my limbs. I'm grateful that I still have my mother and my father. I'm grateful that my child is healthy. I'm grateful that I can pay all of my bills. I'm grateful that I have a car to get back and forth to where I need to go. I'm grateful that I can speak clearly. I'm grateful that I can see out of my own two eyes. I'm grateful that I get to wake up in the morning. Okay, I get to do what I love every day. Whatever it is that you're grateful for. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you have at least 5 of those things. Whatever it is that you're grateful for, where you have to remind yourself of that. Okay, because even though we know those things, sometimes we need to be reminded, like, my life isn't that bad, you know. And depression is not saying that your life is bad. It's just saying, like, you're viewing your life as if it is. You're viewing yourself as if you don't have a purpose, as if you don't see the reason. Okay, so you just may need to be reminded your reason. What is your reason for to keep going? And I'm not talking about other people. For yourself, what is your reason to keep going? Why are you still here? You should have at least 1 or 2 reasons why. Okay, what did you want to be when you grow up? Are you there yet? Do you have work to do, right? What about your reality that you don't like? Remember, you control your reality. So anything that you don't like about your life, you have the power completely to change it. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's you don't like where you live. You have the power to change it. Maybe you can't change it tomorrow, but you can set a goal, you can accomplish that goal, and you can change your reality. Okay, it's all about what you're willing to put what you're willing to put effort into. It's all about not even just finding the motivation, but just having the strength. Okay, depression can make you feel so weak, and I'm here to say you are not weak. You are strong, babe. You're still here. You're still kicking. You're still going. Okay, try every single day to better your life, to boost your mood, to keep you happy. And not saying we're not gonna be happy every single day, but we can try to remember that happiness. We can try to remember that we are valuable. We are not useless. We are not worthless. There is a reason. There is a higher purpose. Even if you can't see it, even if you don't know what it is, there is one. And it will be revealed to you in the right time. Okay, and you want to be here when that time is revealed. So yeah, and just remember, depression is merely a signal to do better, that you need more, that you're feeling deprived, and it's time to amp up your self-care, your self-love. It's time to boost your self-esteem. Okay, that's all it is. It's just a signal that I need more right now. Okay, so I love you guys. I love you, besties. And I really hope that you learned something from this video. I really hope that it shifted your perspective, it changed your mind in a way, or it just gave you motivation to keep going. I was dealing with a little testimony really quick. I was dealing with depression for a very long time, for years, guys. And I'm here teaching you guys how to deal with it. And God uses me as a vessel, as a testimony every single time. Everything I go through is for me to teach. So if I'm here doing this, you can be too. Okay? And I love you. I'll see you in your blooming season. Bye.